Yo, 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 we back again. It's your boy, Marcus, the barber with the bow tie.
And I'm Brice Davis of Brice Davis Media.
And we here at Icons Barber and Beauty Salon, 313 Beauty Supply, 125 North Allison. Xenia, Ohio, baby. We back at y'all. We were talking about hope a couple of minutes ago. And, I made the statement that hope is kind of like a rubber band. Like it'll allow you to go as far as it'll allow you to go, and then it'll sling you right back where you are. You know what I mean? And I was telling Brice how I've had many conversations with a couple of different people about hope and how, for me, I don't think hope is enough. Like to succeed, I don't think hope is enough. I mean, because if you look at our culture and you look at our religious stance, don't get it twisted. I have faith, and I know hope counts, but I don't know that hope is a resting place. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's just like me in general. I'm about action. I think it's cool to pray for something, but I also think it's better to put action behind it. They say the acronym for push is pray until something happens, and it's like I can't really get down with that.
Right,
I gotta be doing,
right.
and while you're doing, you could be praying for it. So like you could be hoping for something, but hoping is not action. It's just stand still.
I agree. So, hope, according to Google, a feeling of expectation and desire for a certain thing to happen. A feeling of expectation and desire for something certain to happen. Just a feeling, that sounds like emotion to me. I don't know if that's enough to get you going. You know what I mean? Because if it's just a feeling and a desire, can't something throw you off to where you lose that?
To me, that sounds similar to motivation. Because, motivation's really inspiration and you're trying to put action to it. It's like minus the action, you just got inspiration.
Right.
And, that's not motivation. But motivation comes and goes, too.
Man, I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah, you can't rely on it.
Right. I was going to say that. Two of my favorite people, E.T., Eric Thomas, one of the most best motivational speakers out there today. Eric Thomas and Jim Rohn. I think I sent you a clip of Jim Rohn.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Older white dude.
Guy, yeah.
They say motivation, man, is not enough. You got to have discipline and consistency and determination. Like, because motivation comes and goes, like Brice says.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of like what hope is. I think hope allows us to feel good about something we don't really want to push for. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And I don't mean pray until something happens. I mean actually get out there and work. So yeah, I don't know. I think I wanna hear what other people think about.
Yeah, let us know down below in the comments.
Right. Like what's your stance on hope? Like is that enough to get you going? Is that enough to make you move? Is that enough to succeed with just hoping?
Yeah, I mean it's like a watered down version of faith.
Definitely.
Because you can hope. For instance, we associate faith with religion.
Yeah.
You can hope God is real, or you can have faith that he's real. And when you have faith, then, you're more so saying that it's factual to you, even if you can't prove it, but you believe deep in your heart that this is what it is.
Right.
So,
faith is, according to the dictionary, complete trust or confidence in someone or something. You sit down in that chair, you have faith it's going to hold you up. You put this jacket on, you have faith you just believe it's going to keep you warm. You know what I mean? In the Bible, I think it says faith is the faith is the presence of things hoped for, the absence of things not seen. So yeah, even with faith, that's heavier than hope. That's a stronger belief because it says in here a complete trust or confidence in someone or something. Hope is a feeling or a desire. Two different things. So faith, yeah, we definitely have to have faith in our daily walk. But hope isn't enough to springboard you to the next level. And they say in the Bible, faith without works, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dead.
It's dead. So you got to be putting in some work. You know what I mean? I'm talking about in real life, I'm not trying to preach to nobody, but
I mean, faith is speaking with conviction.
Right.
Hope isn't. So
Right. I like that.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man. You was talking about making your kids pay rent.
Yeah, man. That's the question.
Would y'all make y'all kids pay rent?
As soon as they turn 18, are you gonna kick them out, or are you gonna make them pay that rent?
My mama said if I didn't have a job, even though I wasn't even living with my mama at the time,
Okay.
but she said if I didn't have a job, or if her kids didn't have jobs after high school, they was gonna have to get the fuck out. That's because most black women had kids before they supposed to. So they in a rush to get them bitches gone as soon as they can. You feel me? But honestly, I feel like, and most of them have kids with niggas they really end up hating. So of
Yep.
course they don't want the memory of that hate in their face once they grown. You feel me? That's just my theory. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Yeah, nah, I don't think that's a great plan for wealth. You know what I mean? You're supposed to
Yeah,
set a foundation for your kids. You know what I mean?
absolutely. I
Growing,
think. Oh my bad. I
no,
think
my
you're
bad.
setting them up for failure doing that.
I think so
Honestly,
too. I think so.
because I didn't know what you was about to say about it, but I really don't think that as soon as they turn 18,
No,
you just boot them out the house. No,
no.
no.
Because see, from 0 to 18, you're teaching them how to be the adult you want them to be. You know what I mean? That's what we assume that we're trying to do. We want them to be better than us.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So we're trying to show them how to do that, teaching them the process. And then from 18 on up, it's the application game. You're applying what you learn. You know what I mean?
yeah.
If I knew then what I know now, But yeah. So from 18 to maybe, shit, for real, 28. If you ain't got no kids, you know
I
what
ain't
I
gonna
mean?
hold you. I ain't gonna let mine stay with me that long.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I would say for real, like when did you move out on your own?
I think I was 19 or 20.
Mm,
Yeah, 19 or 20. I don't really think there's an age to put on it though.
I don't either, but so my thing is there's an amount to put on it. Like I would want my kid to have at least $250,000 saved in their bank before they leave my
Yeah.
house. You know what I mean?
So that's actually what I was gonna say was the solution to me would be what I'm gonna do at least I'm telling myself is as soon as my daughter turns 18, no, it ain't gotta be 18, but
Right.
when she's out of school, you pay rent. And this is an idea I got from somebody when I was living in Atlanta.
Right.
You let them pay rent, and the thing is, you keep a percent of what they're paying you. And then once they're ready to get out, you give them the money back. It's like saving money,
Right.
but you don't
But you're doing
necessarily
that
gotta
anyway.
keep all the rent and give it all back, but at least a good percent. You know what I mean? Like depending on where you're at in life, like if you ain't got the money to be letting someone live for free,
Right.
then yeah, take half or something. You know what I mean? But
Um,
what you think?
I mean, me personally, I don't want your money. I want you to learn the ways of success. So I want you, if you can be with me until you're 28, you got room to stack, earn, invest, lose a little, and still be secure because you living with
Yeah,
me. You know what I mean? Learn the game of investing. Then by the time you out and about, 30, 28, 30, you got your $250,000 in the bank, and that ain't shit nowadays. But
yeah,
most parents don't even have that plan. Like you got your $250,000 in the bank, you got a few investments that's jumping off. You didn't lost a little money and won a little money so that you didn't learn the game so that now you can play, you can participate confidently, and you don't have no doubts. Why should you worry about paying me rent when we can use that focus that same energy and you could be learning the game of investment, stocks, IRAs, whatever that is. I still don't know it. And you know what I mean? Keeping it 100, like,
IRAs,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? My kid learned all that
But what
shit.
if they're not responsible with the money that they're living with you, but they start making
Well, no,
irresponsible
you can't.
decisions?
No, you're not responsible. Just like paying rent, you bring that check to me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? We divvy. This is your, what is it? 20% you keep.
yeah.
The other 80 we divvy it up into savings and investments, and you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like even the money that I got from rent, I would put it in a savings account. That way, I'm not touching it and messing it up myself.
Right.
But as long as you're on the right track. But if you start derailing off and not working or going to school and you just sitting around at the house, then yeah, like you gotta get out.
Right.
That's tough
Well, see,
love.
yeah, nah, you're not going to be lazy in my house.
Yeah.
Like, you're not. Like, so that, now, shout out to Greg from the Chicago, because he like, as soon as you turn 18, you getting the fuck out. Hey, I understand that. Like,
Yeah.
if you're a kid, and it's harder when it's your step kid or adopted kid. That's reality, but I don't like to use those terms. But
Right.
and you know, the frequencies don't mesh, because it's up to us as men to raise our boys to be a certain way. And when you come into a relationship where that boy doesn't respond to you a certain way, and he is just what he is or what his mama allows him to be, it's like, as a man, yeah, you got to hurry up and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But being a dad of a son that's receptive, or I'm specifically speaking on boys, but being a parent of children that are receptive to your tutelage and your guidance is how that situation will work. You up in front, so, and you're training them now. Like, she's 5, so you're telling her, you're going to go to college, but you're still going to come. I mean, these are the options. You train them with options. My mama's was, you go to college or you graduate high school, get a job, and you start paying rent. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I might not want to live with you, mama. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like, so if I'm gonna pay rent, it's gonna be somewhere where I want to be. You know what I mean? Like, for setting your kids up for wealth, I just think it should be a plan that you start now, raising your kids from 5 to where they understand planning, and you start executing small short-term goals at this age, so that they learn and they're training. Even the Bible says, train a child in the way it should go. You know what I mean? They may never depart from it. They might get a little strayed, but they'll come back to that training. A good soldier will never forget their training. It'll
Yeah.
never, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I personally know someone that happened to. Like, he got kicked out, and the mom and her husband was like, "Yo, he's just sitting around not doing nothing." And he was mad, like beyond mad.
I bet.
And at the time, I was thinking, being young, like, dang, that is kind of messed up. But as I got older,
Right.
yeah, you're gonna be productive in this house. You're gonna
Right.
add. You ain't gonna take away from me.
Right.
Yeah, and the household is supposed to be for everyone. So you taking away from the household, you taking away from me.
Right.
So
Right.
that's the way I see things.
That's real talk. So necessarily, I wouldn't charge my kid rent, but no, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna create an environment. If any environment in the world is safe for my kid, it's gonna be my home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, nah, I ain't kicking him. I ain't in no hurry to kick him out.
All right, me neither. Me neither.
Now, I might beat his ass, and if I can't beat his ass, he'll get shot or stabbed. You know what I mean? He'll get shot or stabbed, and something's gonna wake his ass up, because I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna get the point across. But nah,
Because I think when you throw people to the wolves, I think you got 2 types of people. Either that's gonna make you stronger, or you're gonna become a part of the environment. And
I'm not throwing my kid to the wolves, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna nurture him and train him up, and,
man,
and help him prepare. Like, that was my dream. That was my idea of being a parent. That's what I wanted to do as a father. But me and the women didn't see eye to eye. So,
and some of these women, I don't think you can with.
oh my God, listen.
Yeah, we gotta play the clip.
Do you think you've truly been loved?
No.
No. And do you think you really have experienced loving someone?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
And when you can't get that love back,
What I learned, it's not that I'm not lovable, it's that they're not capable.
they can't love.
They don't have it in them.
They
They
have
need to appreciate the little person inside of
They
them.
have
They
little
need to
to
love
give.
them. Yeah.
You've been in a relationship with
And
people.
they gave me what they had.
Right, but
They
it's not
gave me
enough.
all of it. Every time.
But it's this much. It's
All the
little bit.
rings, all the things I could ever want.
Right.
They tried to give me the houses, the rings, the marriage, all of it.
So Jennifer Lopez was on the Howard Stern show, and she gonna sit here and say that she believes that all the men she was with weren't capable of loving her, that there was a problem with them. Mind you, she's been in 4 marriages. That means each man got down on one knee, presented a ring, which is the highest honor a man can possibly give, and it still not be enough. And it's always a man's problem. It's never her. We gotta talk about it, man.
Listen, man. I don't even really know where to start with that.
Can we start with accountability?
Well, first let me say none of them was black, so that's probably what she came.
Right. She just dated Diddy, but that wasn't marriage.
Yeah, and Diddy, you know, that little club shooting ended that relationship.
Oh yeah.
I was being facetious. Listen, I don't know that a woman who can get her own anything can ever be satisfied. Lisa Ray, she's another one who kind of has the same, you know, perspective on dating. Just haven't found. And she was married to a prince of a fucking country.
Can't win.
You know what I mean? Like,
you know what they say, you point a finger 4 point back, and she literally had 4 point back.
Bruh, 4 marriages though.
4 marriages.
And I don't know all her husbands, but I know 2 of them was top dollar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Affleck and the Latin singer dude, the one she had the babies with.
Yeah. At that point, you gotta say there's something wrong with me. Like, it's like you ever notice a person in real life, like, just seems to fall out with everybody. And it's like, you ever thought that you're the problem? Like, did you ever reflect, look in the mirror? Do you got somebody around you telling you the truth? Like, yo, yeah, what you did was messed up. Or is it what they did is always messed up?
Well, ladies, you know, every man believes that y'all don't know how to hold yourself accountable for y'all part that you play in this situation. And I'm going to definitely repeat what you said with that. Like, she is not holding herself accountable for marriages. I'm not going to be a second or third husband, man. As much as I love you.
I never thought about
that.
What I mean? I never thought about that.
As much as I love you, and I guess at that status of money, and it's just being relevant after a while. You're doing something to stay relevant. I don't even know if you're doing it for love anymore. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna be the second husband, man. Like, unless I've already been married myself. You know what I mean? But yeah, then the third and fourth husband.
Yeah, imagine being the 4th husband. It's like, yo, ain't work out for
what?
Trey, but I'm gonna be that one.
What? No.
Still Jenny from the block.
No.
Yeah.
I am not. I ain't gonna lie, man. I lost the love, bro. Like, yeah, I lost the love. She been married twice already. As much as I loved her, bro, I was not about to be the third husband. And,
for sure.
And it hurts me to even just think about her as
Yeah, because that signals something.
But I'm not about to be the third husband.
It's like with my daughter, I had a conversation with her, right? She's only 5. It's like, yo, when you have kids, I don't even want to put that out there, but let's say that she's not with the dads or ends up being multiple dads. I always give them the dad's last name, of course, if they're active. But you don't want to have different dads with different kids and they all have your last name, because that's going to indicate to the next man that, not to say it like that, but you're untamable or unconquerable. Like, it comes off as masculine. Like, yeah, my kid's going to have my last name and it's going to be this. And that's how it comes off to other dudes. And it's like,
and my thing is, it's just selfish. You know what I mean? You have your dad's last name. You know what I mean? No.
In general.
No, I'm saying most women had. Well, I don't know nowadays. I
nowadays, yeah.
Yeah, I retract that statement. Yeah, never mind. But my thing is, yeah, you laid down with him. You allowed you guys to create his legacy. You know what I mean? Especially if he wants to be involved, yeah, give him his last name.
And I think once you get the J.Lo status, you don't have people around you that can tell you, because if they do, they're out of here. Like Kanye, like, what'd you say to me? Oh, you gone.
Right.
Like, hey, bro, I don't think that red hat gone.
Right. And if you really care about being phony, then it will bother you. It will scare you to get fired. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm like, bro, listen, I'm from the beginning. Which one do you want? Like, I used to start off telling my kids, like, what do you want me to tell you? What you want to hear, what you need to hear?
Right.
Which one you want to hear first?
I like that.
Because I'm gonna tell you both.
Right.
You know what I mean? What you want to hear first? What you want to hear? What you need to hear? You know what I mean? So You get both of them.
Well, I do something similar when we at the store. Like, if my daughter wants some candy, like, you want that, you don't need that.
Right,
Big
right,
difference. We
right,
get what you need. I don't get you what you
right,
want. That
right.
ain't life.
That's real
So
talk, man.
yeah, life gives you what you
Life will give you
negotiate.
what you want. Life has everything. It says, what does the Bible say? God reigns on the just and the unjust alike. So everything is everything, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
I truly believe whatever you negotiate in life is what you get. And I think karma. Do you believe in karma?
no,
No?
no.
I think we should unpack that.
Huh?
I think we should unpack that because I believe it not in a sense where I do something bad happens afterwards. I think your life is a result of your karma. I think of it differently. Like, there's no equal reaction to what you do.
Right,
Like,
right,
if
right.
you, let's say, rap songs, they run off on the plug. Like, if that's your mentality, I think you won't get far. I think you won't get far as the karma of your reality, if that makes sense.
I can respect that. Yeah, I don't believe that, like, a lot of people think just because they do something bad that God is gonna, like, for example, I don't think life is tit for tat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't
And
think.
that's how we're taught.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right. Because if you look at the Italians, man, and if you believe any of those mob movies
Yeah.
and how they grew in ranks in America, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, bad is gonna come to you when you do wrong, you know. But they built empires off stealing and killing from motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, religion's kind of like a spiritual karma system to where you believe if you do good on earth, you're rewarded in heaven.
but there's no proof.
Right. Right.
Like, no one's come back from heaven and said,
That's why we call it sins. Like, you stack. I don't know how that works as far as stacking up enough sins.
yeah. I mean,
That part wasn't explained, I believe. I don't know. I've never really read, so I don't really
I
read
don't know.
into
It
that.
depends on what branch of Christianity, a denomination that you subscribe to. But and I'm no Bible scholar, man. I just grew
Right.
up in the church, you know.
That's why I said I ain't read into that to know,
But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, Bible tells you that God will punish you for all the wrongs you do, you know. But my thing is, white folks are doing quite well. You know what I mean? Like, white
Yeah.
folks are doing quite well, so I don't know what their karma is, and I don't know about hell. So I don't know that they're going to hell for treating black people wrong. You know what I mean? I don't know if the racist system that exists will be penalized for subjecting us to any type of modern day subjugation. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
these niggas is living good.
Yeah.
I mean, Puffy, he really ain't even paid
Nah.
for the shit that he did. You know what I mean?
But if I'm being honest, I haven't followed the case enough. Like, from my understanding, he's incarcerated now for like more so like trafficking.
Trafficking, right?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. That's bullshit to me.
Mm,
Only prostitution's illegal.
right.
That part's not bullshit. If you pay for pussy and you text paying, like, yeah, there's retribution for that. But
Right.
if y'all mutually agree and I pay for your flight, then we gotta like know the difference between trafficking and tricking. Like,
Tricking, right.
But just to lighten things up, in Ohio, they recently banned hemp products all throughout the smoke shop.
Right.
And, lately I was surprised by this, but the Supreme Court is considering banning medical marijuana users or, people that have used weed, my bad, from having firearms,
Right.
which is insane to me because I've never known somebody get mad off smoking weed.
Right.
I don't know anybody that...
Weed is not a turn up.
Yeah, it's
Weed
a
is not a
turn
turn up,
down.
man. Right. Weed is not a turn up, and we know this, man. I'm just tired of motherfuckers telling you what they want you to hear. I mean, telling, making you think what they want you to think. You know what I mean? Like, weed is not a turn up, and most cops are drinkers.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
and they operate firearms.
Yeah.
That's a I don't know why.
That's a great point. Because
Huh?
that's how this even started, was a man in Texas you know, he had weed on him,
Right.
and he ended up shooting somebody. But like, how do you correlate the two to say, oh, the weed had anything to do
With
with
the shooting.
Yeah,
Right.
because in that case, then we would outlaw alcohol.
Right.
Well, you know, that's what $1 billion
That's $1 billion industry, right? Man,
Yeah.
and they need to steal your spirits. That's why they got you drinking them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the American
I
way.
partake too. I'm not judging.
Yeah, to each his own.
But yeah, nah. I think that's just bullshit and a different way to regulate a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Gun ban, because that's the same as Ohio. They don't. If you can either have a marijuana license or you can have a gun license.
Yeah.
But it's not even legal. I mean, it's not even mandatory that you even have a carry concealed license anymore.
Right. No. Not in Ohio, no.
So give me my weed license.
Right.
And give me my fucking gun.
And you got to renew both. Like after, I forget how many years you got to renew the CCW. I used to have one. Then the medical one, you got to do what, once a year?
Yeah.
Or months? I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah. I don't have one of those either.
Yeah, I don't. Last but not least, man, you know, the government has been shut down lately.
I think it's been, what, a week?
Something like that, a week or two. I would say, you know, they're saying that the food stamps will be taken away.
Yeah.
How you think that's going to impact the country if they take food stamps away?
Man, we about to see a purge, bro. No, I don't want to be predicting no kind of shit like that. I hope that make people learn how to farm, for real. It's time to start learning. Hey, you putting flowers out there, start putting some cucumbers and some lettuce too, some spinach. But nah, I mean, think people gonna panic, man. I feel like I was around when the LA riots, bro. I was 14. The first store that got raided in my neighborhood was a grocery store. And once the first store got raided, it sent off a chain reaction left and right. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And it's gonna take somebody to be hungry enough to run up in somebody's store, and then everybody gonna.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You see what they did to the Capitol building 2 years? Was it 2 years ago?
I don't know. It's been a minute.
Damn, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Man, them white people, because it's just as many, if not more, white people.
I think they're gonna protest.
Protest ain't gonna do shit. What is protesting gonna do?
Yeah. I mean, people have been saying that there's a link between crime and poverty, and so, you know, I know Chicago will be the first ones to find out. You know.
Shit, I say Chicago, Florida,
DC,
Detroit, all the black cities is where they would expect. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I don't know. I think honestly, I think it'll be the white folks before us.
Me too. That's what I was saying with the protests. I don't think it's gonna be us protesting.
Right.
Like how they did the No Kings, they're definitely gonna be out here demanding that the government figure it out.
Right.
So